through death and resurrection. We are the one, we are the Son.
Hey, Siri. Hey, know they wanna see me sitting around, see me crying about how I don't have nothing. They don't wanna see me getting paid. Never mind if I'm coming from the good.
Now listen what he say we are, real good. Listen, and watch this man tell you the same thing I've been saying over and over. Because we are the Son. I told you, that's all we are, sunlight energy encapsulated in aggregates.
Through death and resurrection, we are the one, we are the Son.
Tell them about that.
Know they wanna see me sitting.
Say that again. Ooh, I like that. Woo, say that again. Ooh, that's so powerful. Say it again. Let them stupid people out there know who we are, so they'll stop worshiping white ass Jesus.
Through death and resurrection, we are the one, we are the Son.
Hey, Siri. Know they wanna see me sitting around, see me crying about how I don't have nothing. They don't wanna see me getting paid. Never mind if I'm coming from the good. Know they wanna. They ain't gon' win. They don't go win. They ain't like we. They don't go win. They ain't gon' win. They ain't like we. Some cold as Eskimos. Going down, you see it sliding down, it does it slow. Gave my everything, still I got some lift to go. Keep this paper, don't you mind what else I got to show. Hustle, hard work for everything I got. If ain't no money in your pot, choose everything I'm not. With different lanes you come across, I got that blicker phone. Tell him reach, I have his homies pouring liquor foam. Yeah.
As we have learned in parts 1, 2, and 3 of Black Gods, White Devils, we live in a matrix of demons who use the human on planet Earth as a food source. They eat the human flesh, drink the human blood, and then steer humans into creating wars on a constant basis as they themselves steal the humans' resources, put them into debts of poverty, and keep them living in abject darkness with erroneous information.
That's what they do.
We see here an African Moor dressed as a knight. The term knights comes from the African Moors in Europe. Their skin being black, they were thought to be fierce fighters who were equal to the power of knight. Now the Caucasian has changed the concept of knighthood into Caucasians only, as they have attempted to erase the Africans out of existence who civilized the Europeans from Spain all the way up to Greenland.
Told you that.
The Jews who owned all of the slave ships could not pull off the slave trade in Europe directly. They had to do it here in these Americas. See, because the European knew that they had been civilized by these African people. The Jews tried to convince the world were savages, which needed to be enslaved
by God. Our God.
This was a military strategy, with the Ibarus having been deposited here on planet Earth from Nibiru in 3760 BC. They knew that this was a 10-million-year-old war between the albino reptilians and the Galactic Federation members. They were deposited on planet Earth from Nibiru and given a mission. That mission was to keep the Africans here at bay to do whatever it took to defeat the Africans, and specifically to erase them out of existence. However, this is not possible because the universe is 99.9% black. That is heavenly, divine God beings in highly melanated physical forms with tremendous genius at flying spacecraft all over not just this universe, but the zillions upon zillions upon zillions of universes which exist in this creation, and all having been produced out of the idea of melanin, female sexual energy, and the spiral curve, which...
That's what I've been trying to say to everyone. These white people's biggest problem is that they wish they were black. That's their biggest freaking problem. And when they had all those minstrel shows going on, they wanted to act like they were mimicking black people, but what they were really doing was trying to be us. They so infatuated by us and our brilliance and our spirits and our ability to capture an audience just because of our divine cosmic energy that's inside of us. They hate that. That's why this guy right here is looking so happy, because he's got the black face that he's always wanted.
These demonic forces want to change into whiteness, the square, and male energy, eliminating the female. Whenever you see a system which is always male dominated, you can bet your bottom dollar it is reptilian in origin.
That's right.
Because this is a female universe. This is a female creation done by Prime Creator.
Now, I've been telling you all that these universal uteruses is where everything come from, and then for this bastard to sit his ass there paying homage to the sun. That's what that is. That is appraisal of the sun. That's showing admiration for the sun. That's, they call this they call it what do they call that? It'll come to me later, but it's adoration, but they got another word for it. But that's what he's doing. When you see people stand like that, they're worshiping the sun. That's what he's doing. And so it ain't about no damn man being God. You can't have a God if you don't have a goddess.
Using the female sexual energy as a major part of the original trinity of this creation, out of the multitudes of creations which have been done by Prime Creator. This one is female, not male. One can see the African royal coats of arms all over Europe and Scandinavia. However, not here in white racist America, run by the Illuminati, which is composed of the Jews and the Aryans. The Jews.
We black people, us melanated people, need to wake up and stop letting so many petty things keep us divided from each other. Materialism and foolishness. Okay, all that drinking and smoking makes your brain be fucked up. You can't think properly. Alright, that's really the truth. You got too much stuff on your brain, you can't think right. And you're sick. Puking and vomiting blood and all that. I know. I've been through it. I don't have to see you doing it because I know what alcoholism is. And I know the symptoms of it. And I know what the freaking complications are.
Still remember and will not forget or forgive the Africans for having kicked them out of Africa. There is no Exodus. This was made up by them stealing the works of the Anunnaki. Anu admonishes the Hebrew priesthood for having stolen the movies that they produced on the higher dimensional plane and then projected here to the three-dimensional world to see how they play out. So we have a situation where these Ibrahs thought that they could rule forever. The problem is that their leader, Yahweh, on the planet Nibiru, ceases to exist in a powerful structure from December 21st, 2012, right on out into infinity. His negative diabolical projection against Camelot, which is heaven on earth, only goes up until December 21st, 2012. They would love to start a third world war before then, or should I say, the reptilians of the Aryans would love to double cross the Zionists and bomb Israel, blame it on the Arabs the same way they did 9/11 together, and then cause World War III to commence so that they can nuke the entire planet with neutron bombs, thus making the soil radiated, whereby the reptilians from the fourth dimension can maintain a three-dimensional physical form running around here on planet Earth, and then use planet Earth's position in the solar system, being close to the periphery of the galaxy, which opens out as a doorway to hundreds of billions of galaxies for them to go out and make war throughout the entire universe. This is the nut they are looking for, and this is the nut we will chop their motherfucking heads off so that they won't get it. You see, Sam can't get over anymore pretending that he is the most powerful military force that there is in existence, because the advanced black humans which run this universe have technology hundreds of thousands of years more advanced than he and his allies can ever imagine. As we speak, they are kicking his behind. The Galactic Federation is nuking those underground bases which America has placed around the world. And whenever they fly over those bases, the power in those bases stops dead. So no, Sam is not the most powerful military industrial force there is. It is the Africans on this planet living inside of the planet, as well as the advanced black humans on the Galactic Federation ships, which are countless thousands of years more powerful than Sam can ever imagine to be. Black is back. That's because it never went anywhere in the first place. So you can pump your chest, brothers and sisters, because you don't have to fear this sucker. You don't have to fear this sucker at all. Your parents, our parents, are the most powerful military industrialized force in existence in this universe, as well as over 1 million other universes. So tell Sam to go fuck himself. We don't need that pump. There's nothing that they can do to us without repercussions at this time, because we are dealing with Camelot. We are involved heavily with Excalibur, and you will see fleets of spaceships hovering over Russia, China, Korea, Saudi Arabia, Africa, all over this planet, because